So it's Tuesday night, and I'm getting some hits. Wow. Some questions too, some good points. We exist kind of like now in a temporal kind of phase transition in our existence. The world is changing. We're changing really fast. Things are happening so fast in fields like AI and generative technology that tomorrow what I'm talking about is going to be irrelevant. So, like, but really, it's behind everything's the philosophy of it. So the technology can change, but what it is still remains the same. Behind all AI, there's only math and statistics. And what we're doing is we're just putting ourselves on top of those numbers, right? We're putting our culture and our identity on top of it. But we really got to understand what it means. Because you got all these different numbers attached to letters, attached to words, attached to sentences. And then you got this method of going in randomly and choosing different ways and different pathways and exploring it. So really what we are doing is capturing ourselves in a machine. And it's profound that we're able to do this now. And sometimes we just lose our perspective. Like, I can remember not having the internet, not having a computer. I'm that old. And we kind of get lost in the amazement of it, you know, and the wonderstruck, I call it. We're like wonderstruck beings. We even our existence is like, huh? What is this? And we don't have time to really grasp everything. So, I mean, one thing that you should allow yourself to do is just sit back and go, what is this? What's that? Well, what is everything? Because you exist. You exist in a world, a universe that you just started existing a bit a while ago. You can remember when you started existing in it. Like, what? And you didn't have any memories before. And you have no memories of, you have history, right? You can study the history books right here. But you started existing and all this stuff happened. And now it's time just to go, because you can't look back. You can go, wow, look at that, 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 look at that. What's that? But it's not time. You're not looking back in time. You're looking back into yourself and your collective memory of what you are. Right now, science is open to everybody. We can all explore it. We can do whatever we want, as long as it's ethical, of course. Everything is ethics. Because in the end, ethics is intelligence, you know. The cell is formed when pieces of the cell start working for the benefit of the entire cell, right? And then it connects to more cells. And I think that's what we're realizing now, that we're going to get to the point where, hey, if I invade that country, it's not that good because I'm actually, you know, spending money, getting armies, paying armies, and using resources. And really, it was okay on its own, you know. You know, now I got to have a tax system. I got to invest, and I got to build roads, and I got all these complaints, you know. And really, who wants to be a dictator? Think about it. The world rulers, they have horrible retirement plans. I want to retire. I don't want to be killed after my retirement by my successor. That's their retirement plan. So when you think about right now, and this is very important to think about, the kings and queens of medieval Europe would give anything to have your house running water, heat and light. If you're lucky, if you're living in modern society, da 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 da. But if you're like me, even in my office basement, Charlemagne would be like, wow, look at that library, you know? So, I mean, you just got to take it into perspective. The technology we have is amazing. We live in this world that's beyond description. You can't even go out and describe it properly. So you gotta like look at all the talking heads and take them with a grain of salt. I'm a talking head, take me with a grain of salt. And really take control, as I always say, take control of your algorithm. Don't just let things run by. Search for stuff. Search every day. Search for something. Control the algorithm and use AI to give you lists of things that you want to watch on YouTube so that your YouTube algorithm is yours, right? That's basically taking what you're spending, if you got a subscription or if you're watching ads, and using it for its best value, right? And that makes everything better for everybody. So taking control of your algorithm, taking control of your mind, your thoughts, right? And realizing the freedom that you have and the fact that, the King of France in 1280, I don't know who he is or who that was, but it doesn't matter. He would want to have your house. He would want to be in your bedroom, nice comfy bedroom with heating and like air conditioning, probably. I don't have air conditioning because I live in Newfoundland. But that's true. That's the way it is. And when you wake up to that and appreciate your current situation, that you are amazingly rich. I know we all are struggling with our jobs and keeping pace and keeping up with these credits and all that kind of numbers. But it's just important just to stabilize yourself. And once you're stable, then you have everything you need. And that's emotionally, financially, spiritually, psychologically balanced. You gotta go for all these, but don't go for success. Go for balance. And it's not about meditating and attaining high worlds. It's about being happy right here, right now. Because happy comes from the root happenstance, hap, which is very, very hard to do, actually. You just happenstance on it. But, once you get there, once you balance it, and then you could look at videos of power laws and scale invariance, scale variance, yeah, fractals. You'll see what I'm talking about if you dig deep enough and really, really, really kind of smoke a lot of weed. It is legal here in Canada. But, and also, microdose, be careful. But you don't have to do that because you have freedom. At least for now. Have a good night, guys. And everybody who's actually listening to me on Great. And like the video. And you can subscribe to my channel. I'm going to post more. The more I have in comments and likes, the more I'm going to talk and do this randomly every night, And the audio's a little better, but still, I'm not going to do fancy, okay? This is it. And I'm also going to do random. I'm going to do random stuff. I'm going to do tangents. But I am smarter than most people put together. That doesn't make any sense, but it doesn't have to. Because it's my channel. And you're still listening. But you don't have to listen because I got to really take my hand off that button. And probably go to get some sleep. Because I got to work tomorrow. Yes, I have a job. And I will keep that job no matter what. Because I do like my job. It's not a great job. It's a clerk job. No, it's a great job. It's a good job. I like my job. But it's not a fancy job, Anyway, I'm going to take my finger off the button, and I'm going to post this to YouTube, and I hope this one is recorded.